When starting, it can often be difficult to know how to get going. You may ask yourself, which routine should I choose, which exercises should I include, and how many reps and sets should I do? The following routine gives you a great start for the first weeks of your calisthenics journey. But we designed it in a way that even intermediate and advanced athletes can benefit from it. This routine is not only about building muscle and strength. It also improves your balance, mobility, explosiveness and overall body control, making it perfect for progressing to harder exercises. No matter which level of performance you are at, just choose the right progression and you're ready to go. The first exercise is the squat to handstand. Now you might say, wait a minute, the handstand is not a beginner exercise at all. Well, this is true, but you can still benefit from this exercise when you just choose an easier progression. Start in the squat position and slightly shift your weight onto your hands. The stronger you are and the more control you have, the more you can increase the weight shift until you are able to place your body in a vertical line. Always take care that you do a correct deep squat and don't crouch your body and hang passively in your structures. So don't let your knees collapse inwards and keep your whole foot flat on the floor. Don't raise your toes or heels and aim for a straight spine. The squat to handstand is a great mix between strength, balance, coordination and mobility. The main muscles you use are the glutes, the quads, the forearms, the shoulders and the traps. But of course you need a lot of other muscles to stabilize your body in both positions. The second exercise are underhand grip body rows. Most people tend to neglect rows and prefer pull-ups. They are usually more fun and look way more impressive. But you should know that rows are as important as pull-ups, if not even more important. If you do regular pull-ups, you will notice that it's very hard to bring your shoulder blades backwards into retraction. In a row you can focus on the retraction much easier. This works your rhomboids, the rear delts and the middle traps way more effective than the regular hollow body pull-up. Of course the row also works your lats, forearms, biceps and even your glutes, hamstrings and erector spinae. Rows are an essential movement for shoulder health, good posture and a well-balanced upper body, so don't neglect them. To adapt the row to your level of performance, you can change the angle. The more vertical you place your body, the easier it gets. The more horizontal, the harder it gets. If you only have access to a fixed bar, you can bend your legs. This decreases the lever and makes it easier. Don't worry if you aren't able to pull yourself up until you hit the bar with your chest. As long as you aim for the correct shoulder movement and body tension, you work your muscles effectively. The next exercise is the Spider-Man push-up. Here you lower yourself to the ground like in a normal push-up. When you are in the lowest position, you lift your right foot off the ground and bring your knee forward until it reaches your elbow. From there you move the foot back, push yourself up to the starting position and repeat the same movement, but this time with your left knee. This push-up variation is a great mix between chest, triceps, shoulder and ab activation and improves your upper body strength a lot. If you aren't able to go all the way down, just change the angle. The more you place your body in a vertical position, the easier it gets. You can use a bench, parallettes, a high bar or even a table for that. Another way to adapt this exercise to your level is by decreasing the range of motion. With this execution you also train your abs and all the other muscles mentioned before. The impact for your chest, shoulders and triceps is decreased because you're not going all the way down. We only suggest this version if you have no other option to make it easier, or if your main goal is activating your abs. No matter which variation of this exercise you do, always make sure that you do it with full control and muscle tension. Don't arch your back and just hang in your structures. The fourth exercise is the BREAKDANCER. Here you start in a push-up position, but with a 90-degree bent knee. From there you lift one hand off the ground and bring your opposite foot off the floor. Rotate your hips as you bring your leg through, kick it out to the opposite side and touch your leg with your hand. Rotate your hips back and do the exact same movement with the other side. If you aren't able to rotate your body that far, you can work with easier progressions. The more you rotate your body and the more you push yourself up when you touch your toes, the harder it gets. Always make sure that you are able to stabilize your body. Don't hang in your structures and always extend your legs when you touch your toes. This exercise is a mix between coordination, strength and mobility, and it's great for the activation of your abs, shoulders, quads and traps. The last exercise is the split squat jump, which focuses on the lower body. Here you step one foot back and sink into a deep lunge while lifting the arm of the same side your foot travels backwards. Keep your elbow at about right angles and lift the hand to about shoulder height. From this position you slightly jump up and change positions of arms and legs. Keep your center of gravity as low as possible, so don't just do a normal jumping lunge. From there you simply repeat the movement and switch sides after each rep. Always make sure that you can control the movement the whole time. Land smoothly, make sure that the front knee doesn't travel too much in front of your toe and that the front heel stays on the ground. This movement has a massive stabilization aspect, and if you aren't able to control yourself, you're not doing your knees any kind of favor. So if you aren't able to stabilize your joints when you do the jump, just stick to lunges without the jumping movement. The split squat jump works your quads, glutes, hamstrings, calves and many other muscles of your lower body. Alright, these were the exercises. Now we are taking a look at the workout structure. You do 3 sets of every exercise before you switch to the next one. Between every set and between the exercises, you rest for about 2 minutes. When it comes to the exercises itself, we suggest a progression which allows you to do about 8 to 15 reps. Always keep in mind that exercises like the breakdancer and the split squat jump are exercises in which you switch between 2 sides, so in this case you double the reps. It's also very important to not go all out in every set. Try to do about 80% of your maximum in the first 2 sets and 100% in the last set of every exercise. Don't forget that this is not strict mathematics. 80% means that the exercise is already very challenging, but you would be able to do a couple more reps. Don't make the common mistake to exhaust yourself in every session, especially as a beginner. Your body needs time to adapt and to grow. You won't progress and make the best possible gains if your muscles are sore all the time. We suggest to do this routine about 3 times a week for 1 month straight. After that, you could switch to our calisthenics workout programs. As you probably know, we always aim to keep our standards very high. This is the reason why we overworked our complete calisthenics programs. Don't get us wrong, the old programs are still very good when it comes to the structure and the programming. Everyone who followed them properly got great results. But the videos, the design and everything besides the programming were not up to date. This is the reason why we designed a new version. We not only changed the layout and the videos, we also changed the workouts itself. The new programs include more variety, calisthenics skill training and more training methods. You also get additional content about mobility, regeneration and nutrition. If you already bought one of the older complete calisthenics programs, we give you a 50% discount for the new one. If you didn't do it before, this is your chance to get a great deal, because now we offer an introductory price which may get higher in the future. Just visit calimove.com and get your program now. If you have further questions, just leave a comment. Thanks, Alex.